The river that I'm going to be focusing on in my piece is not a big canoe river. It's not one of the mightiest rivers in the state. It's a small river, and it flows through the hill country. It's called the Frio River. And it's this gorgeous, clear, 68-degree ribbon of gorgeousness, right, that I grew up in love with as a kid. I grew up in Frio County on a cattle ranch there that my folks still run. And if you've ever driven through Frio County, then you know what dry looks like. The Frio River did not run through the ranch I grew up on. So, man, every time we got a chance to go up there and get in that water and tube and rope swing and swim, we were all over it. And that's really what I'm trying to capture here, is the magic of that to a kid who was me, this flatland, dry ranch kid getting up there on that river. So without further ado, this is called Things Water Whispers to Limestone. I was the only one who wanted to be the river. There were 6 of us, a motley crew of brothers and sisters and first cousins, 3 boys and 3 girls. One of us wanted to grow up to be an astronaut, one a composer, one a fashion model. 2 weren't sure. Me, the Frio River. Seriously. I didn't just want to float on the river or swim in the river or smash feet first into the river from a boulder or a rope swing. I didn't just want to haul bass and sunfish and catfish out of its clear and chilly depths. I wanted to be the river. Why? Well, the next bit of this piece kind of goes into a lot of detail about why, but suffice it to say that boy, dry, desert, heat, no water. Right? And the beauty of it, which I'm going to try to capture here. But let's cut to that bit and let me read you a bit about the actual thing itself. Right? The first week of June, after school let out, my Nana would always spring the 6 of us Geyer kids, all born within 4 years of each other, the progeny of a pair of brothers, her only sons, from the dry and dusty heat of our daily lives and haul us up to Concan, where her lifelong best friend had a house on the Frio. While we kids were becoming one with the river, well, while one of us was doing his best to anyway, our grandmother and her bestie and their cronies stayed at the house, sometimes at the domino table on the screen porch overlooking the river and sometimes on the riverbank with cane poles, and played 42 or hauled fish from the clear water while they drank and smoked and told tales. When we were little, even though we each had our own inner tube, the grown-ups made the smallest of us wear life jackets. Nana's best friend's husband had an old Ford truck, a faded pea green stepside with a wooden bed, and he'd stuff all of us into the back with our tubes and haul us up to the FM 1050 bridge, strap neon orange life vests onto his squealing victims, and then release us into the river. He would always wait until the last of us disappeared around the bend at the foot of Old Baldy. Then he'd head back to the dunes at the river house, and we'd shuck our life vests and float down through Garner Park together and on down.